In the previous class, I have told you regarding the basic economic order quantity model. Means what is the economic order quantity, or what is the minimum quantity that you should order to the external supplier so that you have minimum inventory cost. So that is the EBQ. You know that for a main component we need so many subparts. Few subparts may be purchased from outside suppliers and few may be manufactured within the plant itself. So EOQ model means whatever the spare parts or the subparts, whatever we are needing it, we are we are ordering that quantity to the outside supplier. So now in the basic EOQ model, what we have considered, we have considered that the price remains same even if the quantity exceeds, that means too much quantity we are ordering it. But usually sometimes it doesn't happens be. So price of a product varies with the quantity. If you increase the size that means the order size or the quantity or number of parts, your price may decrease. So now today I will do the second EOQ model, in which I'll be considering the quantity discount. So this is termed as models with quantity discount. So EOQ model with quantity discounts. Okay. So you know that I've already told you that when the items are purchased in bulk, so buyer usually gives discounts in the purchase price of the goods. So let's say your quantity, it's a generalized term, I'm doing it. All of you please note down quantity and purchase price. Okay. If quantity lies between, suppose let's say this is lies between 0 to B1. So let's say at that time your price is, purchase price is capital P1. If quantity lies between B1 and B2, your quantity is, let's say it is Q2. That time its purchase price is P2. Likewise, okay, likewise if you go to that, suppose it's lies between, your Q lies between B n minus 1 to, it is your Qn, and it will be again, so it will up to Qn. If quantity is greater than Bn minus 1, that time your price will be Pn. Pn. So which one will be price will be lesser? Obviously Pn is less than that of our P1. Gradually if you increase the number of quantities, purchase price is reduced. So the process, first step. So what you have to do? Step 1. Step 1. In the step 1, first you have to determine the EOQ of the last price break. That means last price break is your Pn. Find EOQ EOQ for nth or the last price break. So EOQ formula, you know, Q, it is denoted by Q star economic order quantity, as it is for the nth price break. So it is Q star n is equal to, you know, that square root of C2C0D by CC, and CC is again I into your Pn. So it is square root of 2C0 D divided by I into Pn. I into Pn is nothing but your carrying cost. And I've already told what is I, and in the previous thing, I the fraction of purchase price for inventory carrying cost. Then if that means if Qn star is greater than or equal to Bn minus 1, if 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 it is greater than, that means this Q star n greater than or equal to Bn minus 1, then the optimal order size, then the optimal order size order size Q is equal to Qn. That time Q is equal to Qn, if this happens. Otherwise go to the next step. After showing all the steps, I'll work out one problem, then your all queries will be cleared. Then step 2. Okay. Find EOQ, same likewise, previous step. Find EOQ or Q star for n minus 1th price break. In this case, we have done the price break for the nth one, last one, second last we will start. Find EOQ for n minus 1, n minus 1th price break. So Q star n minus 1 is equal to, same formula twice of C0 D divided by I into P of n minus 1. You will compute again if this Q star if Q star n minus 1, if it is greater than greater than or equal to B n minus 1 n minus 2 Bn minus 2. You see, second case it will be Bn minus 2. Okay. Then compute the following. Then compute the following. That means compute the following total cost and select the least cost purchase quantity as optimal order size. As optimal order size. Okay. Otherwise go to the step 3. Okay, now you have to compute, in this case if it is greater than or equal to Bn minus 2, then compute the total cost for Tc for Qn minus 1 also and Tc for Bn minus 1. You have to see which one is giving you minimum cost, and that will be the economic order size. Then your step 3. Find EOQ Find EOQ for n minus 2 price break. That is Q star n minus 2 is equal to twice of C0 into demand by I into P n minus 2. If it is greater than, if this is, that means Q star n minus 2, if it is greater than or equal to B n minus 3, then compute the followings, that means total cost, then compute the following and select the least cost. Likewise, in the previous case, select the least cost purchase quantity. Otherwise, go to the step 4. So here what are the cost? Step 3, number 1. First is the total cost for Q star n minus 2. Yes. Second is the total cost for B n minus 2. Then third is the total cost for B n minus 1. Which one will be the minimum? That will be the order quantity. In this way, you have to continue the manner. Just I am writing down step 4. Step 4. Continue in this manner until Q star n minus k is greater than equal to B n minus k minus 1. Okay. So now I'll give you one problem and I'll work out with you. Problem 1. Annual demand for an item is 4,800 units. The ordering cost is rupees 500 per order. Inventory carrying cost is inventory carrying cost is 24% of the purchase price per unit. The price breaks are given below. Okay. What are the price breaks? Let's see. Quantity, this is price. Excuse me. This is 0, 0, Q lies between your Q1 lies between 0 to 1200, 1200. So that time your price will be rupees 10. If it is from 1200 to Q2 less than 2000, its price break is 9. When it is between 2000 to Q3, then your price is rupees 8. Rupees 8. So in this question you can see, so you have to determine, the question is find optimal order size. Find optimal order size. This is the question given to you. So in this question you can see that this is your B1. That means your 1200 is your B1. B1 is your 1200, and this is, and 2000 is from your B1 to B2. So this is your B2. B2 is your 2000 quantity, and Q3, that means B3, that Q3 will be now your B3. Let's say now we will start. Okay, whatever given in the question, you see annual demand for an item is 4800. So your capital D is equal to 4800 units. Fine. Okay. Then what else given? Ordering cost is rupees 500 per order. Ordering cost is your CO. CO is equal to rupees 500 per order. Per order. Okay. Inventory carrying cost, that is your I. I is 0.24. 24. Now step 1. Now we will follow the step 1. Step 1. First, least price, we will start from the downward. So least price break is our 8. 8. So P3 is equal to, in this case it P3 is equal to rupees 8. Now we will compute Q3. This Q3 or Q3 star, whatever. Till now we are not giving star symbol because we know which is the least cost. So I am erasing this. So Q3. So Q3 will be equal to twice of C0 D divided by I into P3 square root. Isn't it? This is the formula for EOQ. So now if you put everything, put the values, you will get 2. CO is your 500. D is your 4800. I is equal to 0.24. 0.24, and P3 is 8. So if you compute the square root of this, you will get around 1581 number. So this is your 158 number is your quantity as per Q3. But now the condition is that we have to check whether Q3 is bigger or B2 is bigger. What is B2? B2 is our, B2 is 2000. You can see that here B2 is our 2000, but Q3 is 1581. So Q3 is less than B2. If Q3 would have been greater than B2, then this Q3 would have been our optimal quantity. You can see the rules. First step, if Qn star is greater than or equal to Bn minus 1, so that will be the optimum order size. But in this case, Q Q3 is not less, is not greater than B2. So we have to go to the step 2. This is the step 2. Okay, so what is step 2? You see, step 1, this is this way, this condition is not fulfilling. It is neither greater than nor equal to Bn minus 1. So we have to go to step 2. What is step 2? Step 2, you have to determine the EOQ of the previous price level. So we will go to now 9, price from number 9. When the unit price or the purchase price is rupees 9, we will go to the next step. So it is now next step number 2. Step 2. Step 2 we will go to, that is your P2. What is P2? What is the cost of P2? It is 9. So P2 is equal to rupees 9. Okay, now we have to calculate Q2. Q2. What is Q2? Q2 is equal to 2 C0 into D by I into P2 square root. So it is equal to square root of 2 to 500. Numerator remains same. Only variable is our P2. 0.24 into 9. Okay, so it is coming to be around 1491. Again, we have to check. We have to compare Q2 with B1. What is Q2? Q2 is 1491. Q2 is 1491. This Q2. And what is this B1? B1 is your 1200. So B1, so in this case it is satisfying. As in this case you write down one step. Since why we are going to step 2? Since Q3 is less than B2, as it is, what is Q3? Q3 is our 1581. It is less than B2. B2 is our how much? B2 is 2000. B2 is 2000. So we have to go to step 2. So go to step 2. Step 2. Here in this case we have to compare Q2 with B1. B1 is 1200 and Q2 is 1491. As Q2 is now, it is satisfying the criteria, as Q2 is greater than B1. It should be either Q2 should be greater than or equal to B1. In this case, as Q2 is greater than B1, so we have to determine the, you see second step. What is the step you have to see? You see, if this is happening, it is, if it is greater than or equal to this, then compute the cost. Now we will determine the cost. As Q2 is greater than B1, now we have to determine the cost. Find the following cost. Find the following cost and select the order size. Select the order size. Base order size, which should be based on, which should be based on least cost. Now we will compute total cost for, with respect to when Q2 is the size, order size. And you know that in the previous class I have told you the formula QC is equal to, if you could remember, it is equal to total cost. While deriving, I have determined the total cost. It is a summation of your ordering cost, total carrying cost plus total purchase cost. That is the total inventory cost. So it is equal to D by Q into CO plus CC into average inventory, that is your Q by 2, plus D into P. This is the formula. Okay, in the I have also highlighted this thing. So now you have to just put the values and get the result. So it is equal to your D demand is your, what is the demand? Demand D is equal to 4800. D is equal to 4800. Q Q2 is your, you can see that Q2 is your, in this case Q2 is 1491. 1491 into carrying cost is your 500. Okay. Then CC, carrying cost. Carrying cost is equal to 0.24 into 9. You can see that here carrying cost, carrying cost is I into P2, 0.24 into 9. Into 9, this is the carrying cost into Q. What is Q? Q is your 1491 divided by 2, this part over, then plus D. Demand is your 4800 into purchase price is 9. So overall if you do it, you will get around 46420. Okay. Then again you have to determine the total cost with respect to B2 is order quantity. Q2 was your order quantity. Now you check for B2. B2, you can see here, if this is the case, you have to determine the total cost for Qn minus 1 and total cost for Bn minus 1. So Q2, for Q2 you have determined the total cost. Now you compute for B2. Which one will be smaller? That will be the answer. Same thing. Demand, that is 4800. Instead of Q, it will be your B2 is your, instead of Q, you will put B2, and it is your 2000 into 500 plus, here you can see that 0.24, everything remains same. Instead of 9, it will be 8 rupees. B2 is your 8 into 2000, quantity is your 2000 divided by 2 plus 4800 into 8. Okay, this is the 8. Then you will get approximately rupees 41520. So you can see that total cost for B2 is, you can see that total cost for B2 is less than total cost for Q2. So what is the optimum size in this case? Optimum size is our B2, not Q2. So therefore, as total cost for B2 is less than this much, optimal order size is 2000. 2000. So in this way, if quantity discounts are given to you, you have to work out problems like this. So it was an easy step. So this was for your economic order quantity. So now economic order quantity is also known as your purchase models. Why purchase models? Because in this case we are purchasing the subparts from other suppliers to manufacture the main product. But sometimes it may happen that we have the ability to manufacture the part within the plant itself. So that time another term comes, your economic batch quantity, EBQ. Economic batch, economic batch quantity, EBQ. So this is the difference between your EBQ and your EOQ. Like EOQ by means of EOQ we determine the order size. Order size when the parts or materials will be ready to be delivered by some external suppliers when the order is placed. What is the order size that we are going to order? That is your EOQ. But EBQ is, let me write it down. EBQ, abbreviated form of economic batch quantity, is EBQ. It is to determine the, we will be also manufacturing, to determine the size, size of a production run, that is the batch size. Otherwise you can write down batch size when manufacturing takes place internally. When manufacturing takes place takes place internally. Okay, so this is the difference between EOQ and EBQ. EBQ also we will be manufacturing, but what is the optimum size that we should manufacture, that also we should know. So that we determine by means of EBQ. When there is a purchase model, means it is a EOQ model. When there is a manufacturing things, it is a EBQ model. So again, EBQ is divided into two types. EBQ EBQ is a manufacturing model, whereas EOQ is a, let me write down here only. So EOQ is your purchase model. Purchase model. Okay, again manufacturing model, there are two categories: without shortage and with shortage. Without shortage, with shortage. So today I'll start about the manufacturing model without shortage. Manufacturing model without shortage. Okay. In this case, if you know that a manufacturing model means a company is manufacturing its components which is required for the main product. That is the manufacturing model. That is known as your manufacturing model. Okay. In short, let me write down. What do you mean by manufacturing model? To manufacture, to manufacture its parts or components that is required for main product. To manufacture its component that is required to manufacture the main product. To manufacture the main product, is known as your manufacturing model. So in this case, the rate of consumption of item is kept uniform throughout the year. Rate of consumption of item. Rate of consumption of item is uniform because you are manufacturing, it's under your control. So rate of consumption is uniform throughout the year. So this model is like this. This is the time, this is the quantity, Okay, just like this. This time period is given by Stephen horizon, T2, T1, T2. Okay, I'll give you what is K minus, this is K minus R, this is R, this is again K minus R, this is R. Here the terms that you are using, here we are using small r. Small r is nothing but annual demand of an item. In purchase model, we were using the symbol capital D as the annual demand because that we were purchasing. This is the this R is the annual demand of that sub part that we are manufacturing. Annual demand of an item, and small k, it is the production rate of item, that is the number of units produced per year. Okay, so production rate, k is the production rate of item, that is the number of units produced per year. CO, it is the ordering cost, ordering cost, or you can say cost per setup, because here you're not ordering the things, you're producing within the plant itself. For you have to do your setup, everything else, so that comes under your setup cost per setup. CC is the inventory carrying cost per period. CC, carrying cost per unit per period. P, capital P, cost of production per unit, cost of production per unit. We have to determine not EOQ, EBQ, economic batch quantity. Economic batch quantity. So here from the graph, let me explain you this figure. You can see that you can see the variation of inventory with time without shortage. In this, the T1 period, you can see this period is T1. During this period T1, you can see that the actually the item is produced at the rate of K units per year. Production, you can see the production rate of item is K. So during that period, production rate is your K, K units per year. And but at the time simultaneously it is consumed at the rate of R units per period. So R by R it is consumed, produced by K, and R consumed, so that is the demand it needs for consumption. So here, so what is the remaining inventory? It will be your K minus R, so that's why it is your K minus R. And manufacturing takes place during this period only, at that at T1 period only. Okay, and so during this period and so the during this period your inventory you are having is K minus R. K items are produced and R items are consumed. Out of the R items are consumed, so remaining is your K minus R. But during the period T2, your production is not done. In this period T2, production is not done. So at that time, whatever is consumed is your R. Okay, and consumption of ice. So that time the inventory is decreased. This is the, this you're having you're having now you are having K. That means your production rate is K and you're consuming R. And again in the second period, your consumption of item is discontinued. Then hence hence your inventory is decreased at the rate of R units per period. So that's why it is your R. Okay, so that's why, and same thing is followed for your subsequent graphs. Again, T1, T2, it's like this. So if you and here you no need to go for the derivation of EBQ. Direct, you remember the formula. It's not in your course. EBQ means EBQ is in your course. Derivation is not in your course. EBQ is equal to twice of C0, you know that in EOQ it was twice of C0 into demand. Here demand is your small r divided by CC. CC is your carrying cost multiplied by 1 minus 1 minus R by K. So if you go for the derivation and all, you will get this formula for EBQ. Make it in a box so that you can remember. And now another term you have to determine how to determine the time period T1. T1 star, because T1 star can only be determined after this EBQ is also, you can, that if you get Q star also, you can write down Q star also, star for your economic batch quantity. So T1 star is equal to, it is Q star by K. K is the production rate of an item. So make it in a box. Again your T2, T2 star, T2 star. T2 star is equal to your, it is Q star it is Q star, this is Q star 1 minus R by K by R. And total cycle time is your T1 star. You can see T1 and T2. Total cycle time, again it is repeated. So total cycle time, it is T1 plus T2. So now I'll work out one problem. This last problem. If a product if a product is to be manufactured is to be manufactured within the company, the details are given below. Details are given below. R is equal to 24,000 units per year. K is equal to 48,000 units per year. CO rupees 200 per setup and CC rupees 20 per unit per year. This is the question. You have to find EBQ and cycle times, economic batch quantity and cycle time. So very simple, just put the formula and get the result. EBQ is equal to twice of CO into R divided by CC 1 minus R by K square root. You know that 2 CO is your 200, R is your 24000 divided by CC is your 20, 1 minus R is 2400 divided by K is your 4800 square root this much. And if you work it out, it will be coming approximately 980 units. Now you go for the cycle time. Cycle time is your T1 star. This otherwise you can write down Q star also. So T1 star is equal to your Q star by K. Q star is equal to your is 980 divided by K is your 4800. 980 980 divided by 48000, so it will be coming around 0.02 year. If you convert it into month, it will be 0.24 month. Similarly, T2 star T2 star is equal to Q star Q star into 1 minus R by K divided by R is equal to Q star is equal to 980 980 1 minus R is your 2400000 divided by K is your 48000, this much, divided by your R is equal to 24 this much. If you calculate, it will be coming around, it will be also around 0.02 year or 0.24 month. So if you add it up, total cycle time is equal to T1 star plus T2 star. So it will be 0.24 plus 0.24, it is equal to 0.48 month. So it will take 0.48 month for one cycle to be completed. So, so this is all about your EBQ. EBQ, how to work out the problem with EBQ manufacturing model without shortage.